All right, so I'm just going to show you a real life example of kind of some of the complexity that you can address if you want to with something like this type of form submission. So this is a real request from a faculty member, and there's a real thing we're doing. So what happens is students are going to sign up and put a chunk of information in. It's going to create two posts. One is going to be this alter ego, which they're going to use to get to know one another. You know, they'll kind of guess who's the real person that aligns to the alter ego. And it's also going to create a real profile page for them. So it's creating two different posts. In addition to that, what's going to happen is the entries will be available and the teacher will be able to go in there and assign the students to teams. And the first person she assigns to a team, it's going to create a site on the multi-site named after that team and assign that person to it. All the subsequent people who are assigned to that team will just be added to the site and those new sites will be created. So it's a little bit of complexity, but possibly an interesting and useful pattern. So we got Aquaman's our real name. We got our email address, alter ego, Arthur. All right, he wants to be a super friend, some jokes about fishes and water because I'm hilarious. We've got our different images for our alter ego and in real life, and then we're also assigning them person to a term and a section so that they'll be findable down the road as these things start to build up. There we go. We submitted it. So what we'll see here in entries, disregard that for right now. So here we go, introductions. There we go. There's our introduction. You can see the stuff. Let's look at a post real quick. You can see Aquaman and Arthur Curry were created. Put it in real life and alternate introductions. In this case, I just put tags and things. So this isn't necessarily real, but you get the idea. Those things get created. We can look at it. There we go. It's got some stuff on it, clearly not styled, but you get the idea. And then let's look here in forms. So introductions, entries, here we go. So right now I'm going to edit this and notice that up here I do have, I had show empty fields selected. And one of the empty fields is this assigned team. So I'm going to assign him to a site that already exists, the old goats team. And when I hit update, boop, it's going to update. I'm going to drop in here to sites, go search for old, there we go, there's old goats. Look at the dashboard. And there we go. Aquaman has joined Gleek in this particular thing. And if old goats hadn't existed, it would have created the site named that. So, you know, kind of crazy and complex, but perhaps a good illustration of what's possible.